Yes. Bernardo Alcântara, Portugal. Mariana, as you could see, has an extensive curriculum to what PR concerns, ranging from local, national, and even international associations, and has compiled the good practices, the knowledge, and everything that the job takes into writing this application. It's almost without saying she's ready for what being an EPSA team and the EPSA executive means, and taking part in it. She has experience in people managing, team leading, and setting her department to success. Additionally, her decision of wanting something more, it's what brought her to study the ins and outs of the EPSA team and what it concerns to be in the EPSA executive and all the responsibilities that it takes. And that's why APEF thinks she's an example of love for associativism, and we fully support her wanting to achieve the next step by applying to EPSA on a position someone with her knowledge is fully able to confer. And the PR department is needing a revolution, and we fully think Mariana is capable of doing so. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And then we will proceed with the second speech. Can PSV go ahead?
So we're really happy to second Mariana for the position of Vice President of Public Relations. This position is incredibly important. We can all agree on and should be handled with great care. So of course, we also really did some research and many discussions with Mariana to see her exact plans. And during these conversations, we noticed that she was really able to show us her skill and knowledge that she acquired in the PR department in her local association, which you can all have seen in her nomination form. We truly believe that her skills in social media design and promotion, but also the leadership and the organization of these aspects are really great and will benefit EPSA a lot. And we also spoke about her being part of the actual EPSA executive, of course, because EPSA is different than your national or local association. And we really believe that she can take on this responsibility and will represent EPSA properly. Thanks.
Thank you. And then I will open the floor for questions. We have first Anne.
Marianne France, for you, which aspect of peer strategy was lacking this year, and what do you intend to improve it? Thank you.
Can you maybe repeat and louder?
Marianne France, Yvette Gull. Which aspect of the peer strategy was lacking for you this year, and what are your plans regarding it? Thank you.
Okay, to EPSA Ukraine, can you please tell us how do you plan to collaborate with LCs and increase the promotion level on the association in
Mariana, did you not hear the question? You did? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry. My name is Julia Kennedy. I really want to have meetings with them to understand what are the goals and what they want to promote better. That will be my first goal, and with that, I want to be work working with a social media coordinator so that we can establish PR strategy for that space in specific and make promotion plans as I speak about in my nomination form is the thing I really want to start to do with the PR department to start making promotion plans that will be focused really on making the activity or in this case a specific case to make it clearer and have a clearer.
Thank you, Mariana. Now we have Apple, followed by Asif. Technical from Alina.
Malina Pipai, the live stream cannot hear the answers of the candidate at all.
The problem is that I don't think we can put the volume higher, but we will try. Give us 5 minutes.
You can hold the mic.
Mihal?
It's fine.
I can try to see on the you tell me better now. I'm putting a maximum level so I can see where I need to be.
Okay, so the technical support is 30 to 40 minutes away, so 3, 4 minutes. Okay. Gabriel?
Gabriel, President, I would still say to continue in Greece.
Do you agree? We'll still continue, and maybe as a suggestion, maybe Chloe, you can write the answers to the alumni until the technical support comes. Okay? Okay, thank you so much. Okay, then we will proceed with the questions. So we have Afop followed by Asim.
Elena, up in Austria. What is your opinion on the importance of Twitter? Thank you.
Mariana? Thank you, Mariana. Then we have Asif followed by Anif.
Jasmine, as a Switzerland, so since the website has not been completely updated for a few years, the question is how will you ensure that the new website will be published?
Mariana? Thank you. And we will proceed with Anif followed by PSA.
Marie-Laurette France, why have you choose to get your application to EPSA Executive since you were in IPSF Media and Publication Portfolio?
Mariana, technical? Go ahead.
My previous work on architect was like 2 years ago, I think, and I was only a member of the portfolio, so it was really as small. I don't want to say small because each position is important, but it was not the work on the executive. So, and I believe that EPSA has a work methodology and identified it, and I guess if I really have had the experience to be there, and I think that I can bring that work I had in that method to EPSA, the good things, of course, and to apply that to everything.
Thank you. And then we will proceed with PPSA followed by PhD.
Question PPSA part. Can you explain precisely the idea of forum strategy that you mentioned in the nomination form, and how are you going to develop this idea? Thank you.
Mariana?
Mariana, first work on the team way of working. First of all, what I want to do is to give them workshops and training so that they can really work with the tools and necessary tools to give a PR strategy, update and study, basically, because it really is necessary to study the PR strategy that are most updated up until now. And after that, I want to apply the promotion plan and the marketing plan. The marketing plan will be more directed to just studying the market and to see what's going on out there and what our competitors, let's say, that way are doing and what we can do to compete with them. And we'll be basically going through that to make the promotion plan and to apply them so that the didactic committee also will get to has a plan literally with deadlines so that they can work on according to those deadlines.
Thank you. And we have PhD followed by FAST.
Nina, PPHD Germany, do you have concrete plans or ideas for leading the PR department and ensuring smooth communication?
Mariana?
My main plan for leading the PR department will go to the team management part, definitely. I already talked about the PR strategy that we will apply, but also talking about the team management, which really is something that I actually talked about earlier, but it's something that a leadership position really needs is to work on the department itself. So I really want to work on that through team building moments so that the team can get to know each other and they will be comfortable to give feedback and to receive it, of course. And also to have team meetings, behind the team meetings, so that we can talk about how the work is going on and what we can change. And I also talked about this in the previous question, but also the workshops and the training that we provide so they can work together as a whole with the same tools.
Thank you. Then we have FAST followed by EasyPSA.
Alex Vester, Romania. You mentioned that you think among other things, the EPSA newsletter should be promoted. Considering that, as I understand, it hasn't come out for some time. How do you intend to handle the EPSA newsletter?
Mariana?
I really want to work on that position. For example, in the marketing, I believe it's really important not only sending for example, the newsletter, not only sending it in the email, it should have like images and designs, like buttons that will redirect our users for the website. Example, it's only an example, it's the marketing, but I really want to work on things that also that strategy of the email. And of course, using the whole the other social media platforms to promote also the monthly goals. Sorry, the newsletter, but I want to say monthly goals. The monthly goals will have, in my opinion, the things that characterize the monthly goals is the design itself. It must be design that must be recognized through the months, like the
Thank you. Then we have a direct from APEF. No, dropped. Okay, then CZPSA, followed by your answer.
Tadash, CZPSA. We agree with you that Instagram is now the main social media platform, and we are interested on how are you going to use the new feature Instagram Notes, as the information of content in it disappears after 24 hours and cannot be saved into the highlights like stories. Thank you.
Mariana?
I don't say that. I want to say that like it will connect each other, but it doesn't have the same information. It will be an additional information. I understand the 24 hours deadline, but we can also work with that as we work with stories. It's the same mindset.
Thank you. Then we have Asif, followed by alumni.
Yasin out of Switzerland. So there was a question about the follow for follow, but we didn't really understand what are you planning to do with this. Like, do you want association to follow back for students? How can you elaborate a little bit more?
Mariana?
We are candidates, so this is a strategy I used when I was coordinating responsible for promotion of the conversion association. Basically, what I intend to do is to go to the followers that already to go to the followers that already follow me, sorry, that at the page, and what I will do is see if there are students, and also the other things I used to do is to go to the local associations or the national associations that follow EPSA and go to its followers, sorry, and see who is a student still, and I can follow them so that they can follow me there.
Thank you, Mariana. I will also, before taking we have 6 new points, new questions on the speaking list. So I want to assess the floor if you want to proceed with having more questions or not. You can also close the discussion via 9.3, but I can see that you mostly want to continue, so we will continue. Go ahead, Chloe.
Chloe and Michael, Maeva is asking why you chose the vice president position and not another PR department coordinator.
Mariana?
In my journey as positivism, I really wanted a position that really meant something to me. Of course, I could apply for example, social media position, but I really already had a similar position, although it was my local association, but I really had a similar position, and I, according to my experience, not only the promotion part, I also have experience in design and also leadership and team management. Since I have all of those experiences, I thought, well, PR really is the position I'm most identified with. So that's why I really wanted to apply for this position.
Thank you, Mariana. Chloe again.
Yes, Chloe and Michael, I have a question from Mihai. Would you try to maintain continuity in EPSA's image, or do you think some changes are required?
Did you hear, Mariana? Could you repeat, Chloe?
Yes, sorry. So Mihai is asking, would you try to maintain continuity in EPSA's image, or do you think some changes are required?
Mariana?
Clearly, basically what I wanted to do first in terms of design is work on the access corporate identity, make some changes, of course, according to what the PR department also feels like and the whole team. But is always in the same place, and it will establish some sense of coherency through all of the design that we have, the graphic design. So that's my main priority. Of course, I will see if there is something that we can do more. Also, talking about the workshop and the trainings, I really want to have like trainings and workshops in terms of image or design and video editing, so that the family, design community has the same skills and the same tools and access to those tools in order for the designs to be consistent with each other.
Chloe, again.
Yes, Chloe Michael, Jess McNamara, past VP European Affairs, is asking, what is your PR strategy to highlight the new EPSA team and their 2023-2024 objectives to pharmaceutical students across Europe?
Mariana.
Mariana, PR candidate, I really want to work on the press release. I believe that really is something we can target potential people for the next EPSA team. And of course, we will use social media. I believe that we must have consistent promotion of the EPSA team and how the EPSA team works in order for the next EPSA people. There will be more people interested in the positions that are available. And that's my determination to go to the press release and the social media platform, of course.
Thank you. Then we have a new point from CPSA, followed by PPSA.
Ivana, CPSA Croatia. So since there are many positions in EPSA list, and we definitely want more people to know about EPSA and to be a part of EPSA team, we are curious about, do you have some ideas how the promotion of the application for the new EPSA team should be done?
Mariana.
Mariana, I think the PR candidate, basically, my promotion, I believe, besides what I'm saying, this person is really similar, is if we are talking about the positions that are still left, I believe that the first thing we must do is to go to the social media platforms and have promotion. Of course, we must contact with the LSs because they are really important part of the promotion of the positions that are available in order to talk to people that have the potential to fulfill that position. And I really want to believe that the first thing that will be done is to make promotion friends of course. Again, I think I'm repeating myself, but I really believe it's the next thing to do and to go through the most important tools of the social media platforms, not only Instagram but also Facebook, because there are still a lot of people that use Facebook all over Europe. Sorry.
Thank you, Mariana. Then we have PPSA, followed by AFO.
Another case in Poland. As Vice President of Public Relations, you will cooperate with almost every department of EPSA. So, how would you like to plan your job, your work, with planning, with coordinating the promotion of each department and of specific activities and specific, specific things in each department.
Mariana.
PR candidate, first talking about the cooperation with the other departments of EPSA, I believe that the easiest thing to do is to have meetings with the coordinators so that we can establish the activities they want to promote beforehand, and also to make the promotions calendar, for example, so that we can still see when we can promote those activities, and then we can have like a plan that will also be useful for the LSs, for example, and obviously for the design community to have deadlines to work on, as I said previously. In terms of promoting each department activities, it goes with this. It's meeting with them first, seeing what they really want to promote and how they want to promote, because the department's opinion is also important to make the promotion plan, and it will be going through this mindset.
Thank Thank you. Then we have Alpha, followed by Anne.
Elena, out of Austria. Since you're joining the EPSA executive without any experience within the team, how would you think it would impact your work and leading capabilities? Thank you.
Mariana.
Although I was not, although I was not, never was in a position, I have experience in the different skills I believe are necessary for the position, and I really want to apply those skills I get through the years of experience. For an example, I was the director of a department with really five members, so I really had to manage the five people, and I believe that is for an example necessary skill in terms of management and leadership. In terms of capabilities in the since I'm finishing my learning as a student and about to do my learning as a health professional, I have like the link between those different positions. So I can see that to be executed in terms of making decisions, for example.
Thank you. We have three more points on the speaking list. We have Leila from Alpha.
Well, we do recognize your leading, Elena, out of Austria. We do recognize your leading capabilities, but we were wondering about how you plan to catch up within the EPSA team and learn all the current practices there, since you've never been in the EPSA team. Yes, thank you.
Mariana.
Of course, I understand that I never been in a team in that previously, but I believe that I can get to know EPSA by reading as much report as I can and talking about the research belongs to EPSA, so that I really can study this association and its history, and also to be in touch with the whole FDB, so that I can learn with each member of the team, of course.
Thank you. Then we have a director from KMPSV.
Elena KPSV, the Netherlands. We just wanted to add on this because we also had this concern a little bit. But we actually spoke to Mariana, or I did, at the AR, which really shows her motivation that she was really interested in EPSA, and also there she spoke with other team members. So it really showed her interest and her getting to know more about EPSA itself and not just the PR position.
We have a 9.3 proposed by APEF, seconded by EPSF. And I open the floor for discussion on the 9.3. Are there any new points? We have Anne.
For the other points, we would like to ask one more question. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other new points on the 9.3? Closing the discussion. We have KMPSV.
Elena KPSV, Netherlands. So do you think your question is really going to change your opinion or the opinion of the G8? Because of course we agree that it's always good to have questions, but if it's maybe regarding certain plans, you can always ask them whether the person gets elected or they don't get elected, and then you ask the next one.
Annette?
For the Annette France, we think this question is important, even if it's like a small question, but it will say a lot about how she thinks she will use social media, so we think it is important.
Thank you. Are there any other new points? Abel, go ahead.
Bernardo Abel Porto. I really do think every aspect of the DPPR position has been explored through the questions, mainly the social media.
Thank you. Are there any other new points on closing the floor for discussion on the 9.3? I see none. So then I will close the floor for discussion on the 9.3, and we will proceed to voting on the 9.3. And I will ask if there are any abstentions. Who is against closing the floor for discussion? And who votes for closing the floor for discussion? Okay, so we have 2 abstentions, 4 against, and 16 votes for. So the procedural motion 9.3 is carried, and the floor is for question is closed. We will proceed. No, we will give you 1 minute final speech. Mariana, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
My name is PR candidate. Thank you so much for your time and consideration for my application. I just wanted to say that I really believe in that solution, and I would like to be part of its history through this position. The social media and the design was really something I would like. It is amazing how an association like EPSA has the potential to go even more on social media platforms with the right tools and strategies. Thank you again for all